Good morning everyone. Today we are going to explore the classic fable, The Fox and the Crow. Fables are special stories that teach us important life lessons, and this one right here has been teaching people valuable lessons for over hundreds of years now. By the end of our lesson, you will not only understand the story but also be able to write about what makes it meaningful. Our goals today are to identify the characters and setting, understand the plot, and write a short analysis of what makes the story special. Let's get started. What we call it is critical appreciation. I have here our story for today and I will give it to you. Here you are. Have the story. Here you are. Have your story. Alright Casper, there you go, that's for you, great. I have here a story for today. Let me start by reading the beginning, and I want you to listen carefully for who the characters are and where the story takes place. And I want you all to read alongside with me for now. A crow was sitting on a branch of a tree with a piece of cheese in her beak when a fox observed her and set his wits to work to discover some way of getting the cheese. Coming and standing under the tree, he looked up and said, "What a noble bird I see above me. Her beauty is without equal. The hue of her plumage exquisite. If only her voice is as sweet as her looks are fair, she ought without doubt to be queen of the birds." Right, now let's think about what we have learned so far. Who are our main characters? Casper? That's right. We have a crow and a fox. And Martina, where is the story taking place? Excellent. The crow is sitting on a tree branch. And what's happening in the story? What's the situation? Maybe, let's say, Molchik, you can say that. Perfect! The crow has cheese and the fox wants it. He's trying to figure out how to get it from her. Now, let's look closer at what the fox says to the crow. He calls her a noble bird with a beauty without equal and says her feathers are exquisite. What is the fox doing here? Let's say Magda. Yes, the fox is flattering the crow. Let's think about this. Is the fox being honest here? Do you think he really believes the crow is the most beautiful bird? Yes, I agree. The fox is using flattery as a tool. This is an important part of understanding this fable. The fox is using sweet words to try to get what he wants. Now, it's time for us to think more deeply about this story. Great readers are also great writers. They can explain what they think about what they read. Here's your worksheet. Here's your worksheet. Here's your worksheet. Now I'm going to show you how to write a short critical appreciation of this story. A critical appreciation means you analyze what makes the story effective. First, I will start with a brief summary. I would say The Fox and the Crow is a fable about a clever fox who uses flattery to trick a crow into dropping her cheese. Next, I would like to analyze one of the characters. Let's say the fox here represents cunning and manipulation. He knows exactly what to say to make the crow feel special and important. Now, I need to discuss the moral of the story too, right? I need to discuss the moral of the story too, and the moral of the message here. The fable teaches us to be, let's say, careful about flattery, because when someone praises us too much, and it's possible that they might have some hidden motives. And finally, in critical appreciation, I would add, let's say, I will find this fable still relevant today because we often see people use flattery to manipulate others, especially in advertising and politics. Right. Well, now it's your turn to think about the crow's character. What does she represent in the story? And what lesson might she have learned? Very good. Great. Let's hear it from you now. Alright. Well, those are excellent insight. The crow does represent vanity and how easily we can be tricked. And when someone appeals to our pride, let's say. Yeah. Now, students, you have done wonderful work analysing this fable today. Remember, good writers think deeply about what they said, what they read, and look for meaningful messages and connect stories to their own experiences. So in your next activity, we will continue developing your critical appreciation with some digital tools that will help make your writing even stronger. So why don't you use word processing softwares, let's say Microsoft Word, and I need you to write down your critical appreciation, your analysis to the story. And don't forget to add some of your personal experiences with these situations. If you have any questions before we move on. Great, so thank you for today. Oh man.